Hi there, welcome to the program. I'm Bill Hitchcock. It is Monday, July 21st, and we've got a wonderful fishing report to get out to you. There has been a big drum blitz, a big fish drum blitz up in the northern Outer Banks. Big pompano have returned. Speckled trout catches are on the increase. We're hearing more and more about flounder catches presently released. Maybe they're pre-fishing for the season startup. And tuna, dolphin, wahoo, billfish. Tuna, dolphin, wahoo, and billfish. That's your offshore fishing report. We're going to get into all of these things and show you pictures and videos and plus viewer submission of stuff. But I want to start off with this, with a little bit of weather information. The beach water temperatures for Duck, 75 degrees, Oregon Inlet, Hatteras, Crystal Coast area, Cape Lookout, around 85, 86 degrees. Wilmington cools down to about 78 degrees. Remember what I just said, cools down, because we're going to talk about that in just a second. Sea surface temperatures, once again, Pamlico, Albemarle Sounds are the hot spots and will continue to be. They're pushing 88 and 90 degrees, warmer than the Gulf Stream, and it'll stay that way. Cool waters are in close, but notice the warm waters west of Cape Lookout. Now, this is why I wanted you to remember about the cool waters. The National Weather Service out of Wilmington reports cooler beach waters due to an offshore upwelling on the beach, and this upwelling extends all the way down to Florida. Now, the average beach water temperatures are down just a little bit, not 30 degrees or anything like, although in Duck, North Carolina, you never know. But so we are having an upwelling from offshore, which is bringing in some cooler waters along the beaches. Now, before I get into the fishing report, I wanted to make mention about this. It is a wonderful song called Hurricane Time in Caroline. It's written and sung by a gentleman by the name of John Jones. He's from the Jacksonville, North Carolina area. It is a fantastic song. It's a tongue-in-cheek kind of song. It's the kind of song that if you live along the coast of North Carolina, you're gonna really appreciate. So go to YouTube. It's Hurricane Time in Caroline by John Jones. I've done several radio shows with him in the past. John's a super fella. It's a super song. Go listen to it. Now, let's get on to it. Nags Head Fishing Pier. They say, gotta love it when a huge school of large drums swim through in July. Pretty work, guys. And yes, although I just showed that one picture, a lot of people caught a lot of big drums. They cruised on by there. So now let's get on to it. Salty Waters OBX Fishing. They said speckled trout. There's speckled trout are about. Now they're in the Kitty Hawk Nags Head area, but exactly where they caught these speckled trout is probably the most famous speckled trout catching place man knows. It's called Shutmouth Creek. So there. Oregon Inlet Fishing Center. A little video montage. I'll just give you a heads up. Tuna, dolphin, wahoo, speckled trout, billfish, and big drum. Let's take a look at this video. In-game sport fishing out of Oregon Inlet. There's the tuna and dolphin. And by the way, you might recall, it was a couple of months ago, I said the offshore fishing report for the coast of North Carolina is going to start getting boring because it's going to be tuna, dolphin, wahoo, tuna, dolphin, wahoo, tuna, dolphin, wahoo, some billfish. And the report is boring. The action and the catches are not. It's just consistent all summer long. So if you're thinking about a charter, call, and believe it or not, there's a lot of folks that will have last minute cancellations, so don't think it's too late. So call those boats up. Above Sea Level Adventures, and it's the letter C with Captain Clay McPherson. He says trout fishing has been steady and fun. Artificial lures are just as effective as live croakers. Hint, hint, croakers. Drum bite is still great. Also, so yes it is. Now in Hatteras at Rodanthe Pier, speaking of croakers, Trendon from Pennsylvania, first time pier fishing, first cast 5 croakers on a sabiki rig. The sabiki rig's got those little thingies about every 6-8 inches or so. Great bait. Those are great flounder baits. Those are great drum baits. There also can be great speckled trout baits. So congratulations to him. Carolina Girl Sport Fishing says, well, The weatherman lied again. Great family and managed to get 50 mahi, and 3 big blackfin tuna before wind and seas got to the best of the crew. Back in early, but had a good catch. Now, that's something else I talk a lot about. Along the coast of North Carolina this time of year, and primarily one of the causes is the water temperatures, and depending on what it is, where you is, rain is hit and miss. Rain is a great chance any day. I don't care if they say 10% chance of rain, just beware. So they went out, did real well, caught some fish back at the dock early. All right, a viewer submission, J.P. Stanton. He was down in Hatteras for a week. And he sent me some stuff last week, and he sent me some stuff here. He says Hatteras was fun at the beach as well. Had some notable catches with my personal best drum, a bunch of very healthy flounder, and my first Spanish mackerel. So congratulations to JP. All right, Frank and Franz in Avon. Michelle caught some nice pompano fishing down south on her Ninja Dagger using a Frank and Franz Sand Flea imposter rig and easy flea fish bites. Now I want to show a map here. Frank and Franz is in Avon, North Carolina. He said down south. My knee-jerk reaction was the South Beach of Hatteras. I don't know if he just meant south of Avon, but again, you may recall a week or so ago I said, hey, you know, that crowd from Ocracoke North was catching some really big pompano. Haven't heard anything. Well, guess what? They're back. Now, spectacular Captain Rick Scarborough, always something going on with him. He says Stephen Hawk, along with Ed and Eric, caught some specks and a few pups and bluefish as Sierra cheered them on. I have a lot of openings coming up the next couple of weeks. Now, again, call. Don't think that the charter boats are already booked. They do get booked far in advance, but they do get cancellations, so give them a call. Hatteras Harbor Marina, Sunday, July 20th, yesterday, today's Monday. It says a few of the big boats ventured offshore this morning. The conditions on the blue water were rough, but they managed to catch their fish and head on in. They had their limits of dolphin and some good blackfin tuna catches, and also some wahoo. I'm pausing because my teleprompter slowed down. Sea Creature released 2 sailfish. Not many inshore boats fished today, but those that did had bluefish catches and sharks. Now, this is yesterday, Sunday. Saturday was a different day, as you'll see as we go on. And as a matter of fact, I'm doing the show on Monday morning, and I'm getting reports on this Monday morning, and we'll talk about that. All right, down in Ocracoke, Tradewinds Bait and Tackle. They say Maya Dolan from Raleigh, North Carolina, caught her first citation fish today from a boat on Ocracoke Island's sound side. A beautiful 3-pound, 4-ounce pompano. So it sounds like these pompano are starting to show back up. Way to go, guys. All right, Cape Lookout to Bogue Inlet. Viewer submission, Timmy Gibson. Said, I sent this to you last week. Not sure if it went through. It didn't, but I got it this time. I was fishing with my grandson Colson at Cape Lookout, and he caught this upper slot red drum using a live finger mullet, my most favorite bait of all. Now, Victory Fishing, Captain Brian Saunders. This is a great guy. I believe, oh, he's going to yell at me. I just went blank. I believe he fishes out of New Bern. I know he fishes on the Noose a lot. He says, finally getting around to my Ocracoke vacay fishing trips. Only went twice in only 2 to 3 hours each trip. First day, caught some nice speckled and gray trout, flounder, and 1 nice Spanish and several blues. Thank you, Jesus. And he's accrediting the right fellow there. All right, Chasing Tails in Atlantic Beach on the Atlantic Beach Causeway. Nice fish, equal smiles every time. By the way, I have never seen anybody frowning while reeling in a fish, ever, in 40 years. Man, woman, child, grown up. You're always smiling when you're reeling in a fish. Chasing Tail says, awesome job, Baxter Lindberger. Oh, see, I was thinking biblically. Captain Saunders made a comment about Jesus, and I see J-O-B and Job. Awesome job, Baxter Lindberger, on your 6.8-pound Spanish mackerel today. Got another viewer submission, Charlie Harkey. He said the Atlantic Beach Bridge on a rising tide midday using a 4-inch finger mullet. Finger mullet's probably one of my most favorite live baits to use. I'm a diehard flounder fisherman, and that is my most favorite bait to use. Relax Sport Fishing out of Morehead City, and by the way, that's Real, R-E-E-L-A-X, Relax Sport Fishing out of Morehead City. They say another beautiful day and some excited sailfish. All right, Emerald Isle Adventures. These guys, again, just like Captain Scarborough up in Hatteras, always have something going on. They say good morning with a 30-inch puppy drum, and when he says good morning, that was literally a couple hours before we started doing the show today. So on Monday morning, 31-inch puppy drum. This was caught just 56 minutes before we started making this show. That's what I jotted down, but it's been a little bit longer than that. All right, in the south, the Vonda Cay out of Carolina Beach. Saturday's full day trip, we had 5 scamp groupers, 5 strawberry groupers, 2 jacks, 1 barracuda, lots of big black sea bass, and gray snapper and beeliners. It was a perfect day, and the weather was beautiful. Thanks to all who came out. And again, that was Saturday. Sunday got kind of snotty in some of the places. Now, this is what I was excited about, Seaview Pier. Now, they got a king mackerel. I want to show you that king mackerel, and congratulations to them. But that's not why I'm excited about what Seaview Pier has to offer this time. They offer some wonderful advice. Listen to this. They say the dog days of summer are upon us. Fishing can be slow to very good, with live baits being the key. Although some nice fish are caught on cut baits, you do need to work through the small ones and the pinfish this time of year. Live baits work best in these summer months, with cut baits working best in spring and fall. Pompano, sea mullet, speckled trout, black drum, sheepshead, and bluefish have been caught on live and cut baits this week. So there you go. Seaview Pier is stressing live baits, that the cut baits are good for spring and fall, summertime live baits. Finn Fisher out of Supply, North Carolina. They say some steady action on the Finn Fisher last week with some big sheepshead, and redfish. Caught and released our 11th citation sheepshead of the year. All right, now, Fish Witch Charters. I just want to show you the video of what's going on, a dolphin jumping and bottom fishing. Oh! Congratulations to Fish Witch. Southern Run from the Bridge Tender Marina in Wilmington. Good cobia fishing continues on our 6 and 8 hour trips. Now, these guys are catching cobia. I don't know why that's been the most consistent spot for the past, I don't know, a couple of weeks. It's down in the southern region off the coast of North Carolina where the cobia seem to be. I have not heard anything about cobia in the Carteret County, Crystal Coast, Cape Lookout area I'm working on north. It is that time of year when the catches start to wane. Now, if you've got a fishing report, email me, billhitchcock@mail.com, billhitchcock@mail.com. You can be a charter boat, you can be a pier, you can be a guide, you can be a bait and tackle shop, you can be an experienced fisherman, you can be out for the very first time in your whole life. Email me, give me some fishing report information. Tell me what you were doing, live bait, artificial, what? And show us some pictures and video. All right, that's enough of me. I'm Bill Hitchcock. Until next time, see ya.